Hello and welcome back to another OmniHeroes video. In this video we're going to have a look at Zheng. He is now currently, for me, 9 stars, so we will look to get him test it out and see what the differences are between the 8-star and the 9-star. So first things first, he does get an increase to his stack limit. So when Zheng is deployed, allies gain 1,000,000 attack and 1,000,000 defense each time they take damage, stacking up to 50 times. A very powerful effect indeed, and with the stack limit increased, it's only going to get even stronger. My issue last time with Wing was that he was super squishy, and he kind of relied on this 1,000,000 attack and 1,000,000 defense, or at least he relied on the 1,000,000 defense in order to allow him to survive. Either that or we switch him around with Dahlia. So there is that to take into consideration. He is a very squishy unit, but I still suspect that he's going to be very, very powerful and very, very required moving forward. And the reason for that is because of this Oath Force passive. Now I have either got a video coming out or a video. In fact, yeah, as of the time of recording this, it will be out already, I suspect. But we do have this Oath Force passive. We have gone through it, and it just means that, say, for example, with if we jump into a unit, where have you gone? Here we go, Hecate. So Hecate on her 7-star passive, nope, it is this passive. Hecate converts 200% of healing received into own attack up to 100 million. So what this means is Hecate is going to convert 200% of the healing that she's received. So say she receives 100 points of healing, she will turn that into 200 points of attack. Now, what happens with Wing on the team? Well, Hecate then will get 260% in total with Wing on the team, as you can see, by an additional 30% throughout the entire battle, which just means, again, you get that 260%. So it just pumps up the amount that you transfer over or that you convert into attack, defense, whatever it may be. With Wing on the team, you get that additional 30%. When you get him up to 10 stars, you will get that 60%, which is what we're going to go for. We are going to go for 60%. Or the 10-star passive here, but we'll have to see that in the next video. For now, we're just going to test Wing out and see what he can do. We also did get this upgrade to his secondary skill as well. Now deals 216% magic damage to frontline enemies. So let's jump into Lost City and we'll build a team and see where we get from there. Okay, so we're on floor 400, stage 1, and we are looking to swap swap Wing with Dahlia as well. We do have the other phantoms on the team, so we've got Nerissa, we've got Gianna to support that phantom synergy, and we've also got Hecate as well. As I mentioned, with Wing's passive, his Oath Force passive, just means that she's going to be able to build up a lot quicker. Now there isn't too much healing on this team, but hopefully Hecate can provide some healing back for herself as well. If you did want to go full heal on here, you would include Lachesis instead of Dahlia. But let's jump in. Let's see just how well Wing does at 9 stars. So again, we've got our three deviants on the back row, 2 celestials on the front row, so we do get our 3 stacks of Holy Shield as well as our celestial buffs as well. We do proc our relics using the double attack, so we can build up as quickly as possible, and also Magatama for the additional karmic fire damage as well. So we do see Wing doing a little bit of damage here, not altogether too much, not as much as I've seen him before, but we'll just have to see. Now every single attack that we do is going to build up our attack and build up our defense as well with Wing's first passive, and we can now get up to 50 stacks of attack and defense increase. The problem for me is that you have to get hit in order to proc this passive. It is it's a good passive, I think, but the problem is that when you get hit for the first couple of times, you're not going to have that additional defense or attack to allow for that survivability. And in Phantoms especially, can be very, very painful, considering that there's no real real defense built into the Phantom's passive. He's more about like that. For example, like he's very, very squishy, very, very squishy indeed. So we do get, we don't even get the Avengers passive to trigger, of course, but we do get his Phantom trigger, and he goes down again. Like I said, he is one of the squishiest units that I've seen in a very, very long time. Even at 9 stars now, I thought he would improve. But it turns out these guys are just very, very strong, and Avengers just can't keep up. Now, if we had somebody like Elisha on the team as well, it could be potentially very, very good for us. You know, building up that attack, building up the HP, that I think is super essential. The fact that he only builds up defense and he doesn't build up HP, I think is a bit of a detriment to him, to be honest. We do get this double attack as well, but still doing relatively low amounts of damage, doing the same amount as Janna, but we just need to kind of wait now, I think. So we're applying all this Karmic Fire, we got all of our shields as well, and enemies doing a lot less damage now than they were on their big ultimate attacks. So it's just the ultimate attacks from these guys, I think, are just super, super strong. But we'll see. So we are building up attack and defense. Does it carry over? Yeah, so we can see we do have now 28 stacks, I believe. Looks like. And Hecate up to 55 stacks for her attack. It's just crazy numbers, And that shielding keeping us alive, yeah. The increase in HP, it's vital, I think. It looks like it to me anyway. But again, we'll have to see. So we are building up attack and defense every time. We do switch, and now Dahlia to do some impressive numbers, I suspect. And Nerissa to follow up here, hopefully. Doing enough damage to take him out? Maybe. No, only 170 every time. Hecate. My goodness, building up a lot here. And that's the healing part of his passive. That's his first part of his passive. And he seems to be doing a chunk of damage as well. Nowhere near as much as Janna, of course, because Janna has not died. But Wing, still, even through all of those deaths, seems to be putting up quite a strong fight, and many, many buffs on Dahlia as well. And actually, he did the most damage. It didn't feel like it. It definitely did not feel like he did the most damage in that one. But I've been wrong before. So let me go ahead and build another team for PvE, and then we'll take them into some PvP. Okay, so we've got our second team here. So it's a relatively similar team, but I've just changed out for Cleopatra and Ophelia. We'll keep the same relics in because it is Doom's. Well, it's mainly an Avengers team that we want to test out. And let's see whether or not this makes any difference whatsoever, not having Janna on the team and not having Hecate on the team as well. Instead, choosing to go with Cleo for the additional Holy Shield protection as well, and the additional Celestial protection that we get. So we get a damage reduction based on the number of buffs that get placed on our team. So the more buffs that we get placed on our team, the more damage reduction and increased damage that we get as well. So just something to keep in mind. We are also applying this Karmic Fire, and on his basic attack he does his ultimate attack as well. I think that's going to be really, really strong if we can build Wing up very, very quickly. But again, it's all about letting him build up as much as possible. Something to take note of Wing, every time he does get hit, even if it's a miss, even if it's through Holy Shield protection, then he will still, in fact, get that, and any unit on the team will still, in fact, get that attack and defense increase as well. Now we see Dahlia starting to do some big numbers here as well with her ultimate attacks. Do get Ophelia in here. I believe she's got higher speed than Wing does. I think most people have a higher speed than Wing do, to be fair. I think he's 109, something like that. Yeah, so we get his ultimate attack. Again, not really piercing down enemy Lily and Leah's shields, but we'll have to see about that. So we do jump into Nerissa's attack here, and seems to be going relatively well. Just that silver, man. That silver and the Corolla here do absolutely massive amounts of damage. But we are applying all of this Karmic Fire stacks as well. So Boji not doing altogether too much. And then a clean sweep from Corolla. Again, very, very strong. Unfortunately, I think that is it for us because we've got no Althea on the team. Oh, but we do recover. We do recover. That's fine. And then, of course, we get two of our units to go down through Stannard. What a legend he is. Of course, he is always this strong. So run him in PvP, of course. Don't take my advice. And so we see the Karmic Fire hit as well. We do get the attack increase, and we get Dahlia to switch, doing relatively nice amounts of damage. But without the Avengers buff from their synergy, we have less of a chance of retaining the buffs that we had when we died, unfortunately. So I think Wing is going to be an Avengers unit. I don't think you're going to be able to chop and change him. I do think you need to retain those buffs that he does put up as well. We'll have to see, though. We'll have to see. So Dahlia goes down again, our biggest damage dealer, of course. But we are still applying the Karmic Fire damage as well through Nerissa and her help. Wing starts to get all of this attack up, and he's taking a lot of damage there. Ophelia just went straight down. It is what it is. It is what it is. Yes, I think we just need to survive now for as long as possible. Hopefully Wing can do that for us, but we'll have to see how much damage this Sylvan and the Corolla is going to do as well. And Lily and Leah, flipping out, their attack is absolutely massive. But we do get a lot of hits in here, so we are now up to, what is that, 32 stacks of defense. So we're now above the threshold that we were previously as well. So previously we were on the 30, so previously we were on only 30 stacks possible, but now we're in the zone for 32 stacks, is that? 33, not bad, and 37 stacks of attack. Hey, and Dahlia comes back. And actually, the additional 33 million defense is putting the work in here. Only Nerissa to survive, of course. I mean, to be fair, I think she's going to get MVP this time. If we win, that is. Who knows? Might not win. Now Sylvan's gone. Yeah, it's easy. Easy. Probably. Still applying this Karmic Fire, though. Yeah, I think you do need to run Wing alongside Nerissa. I don't think there's any two ways about it. It is what it is. So what we'll do is, I think we can go ahead and skip this one now. It looks like Nerissa did finish him off on the next round, and Wing to do the most again. That's very impressive, actually. Even though he did go down, it's very squishy, seems to have done the most damage. So let's jump into some PvP. Okay, so we jumped into some PvP. It is against ZU as well. As you can see, power level difference, it looks like I've got more power, but I promise you I do not. Because this enemy team is full of exclusive runes as well. So we'll just see. I don't suspect this team is going to win, but again, we'll have to see. Maybe Mavis can pull it out the bag for us. So go ahead and switch. It looks like, yeah, Mavis did pull it out the bag for us, fortunately. Mavis and Isis. Not bad. And then this team, we'll have to see. Yeah, especially with Audrey on there. So you've got your three monarchs on the enemy team. Audrey, Audrey, Halissa, and Cleo, plus then Dahlia switching. We'll just have to see. Oh, and we get silenced as well. What a pain. So Holy Shields for Nerissa. Hopefully will provide us enough protection here. Yeah, enough protection for her to outlast these enemies. We do get the double attack though, and we do get the attack and attack and defense increase from Wing. Unfortunately, again, he is silenced, so hopefully we get one of his other effects. And silenced again. Oof, what a pain. That was a lot of damage. Right, okay. I didn't realise relic damage could miss. That's weird. Hey, and even through the silence. Or is it because Narissa died? Yeah, because Narissa died, we then removed the silence buff from Wing. Very important, I think. So Narissa comes back, she gets her Sanctuary, which means that she's going to be immune to 1 instance of damage. How much is it going to do? Oof, that was a 1 shot. Oop. Wrong mug. Shame. Shame we couldn't get that invincibility. And Narissa, yeah, just going straight down. So it seems as though Dooms is not super effective. Damn. Not Dooms. It seems as though Avengers aren't super effective against Dooms. It is what it is. Yeah, we definitely lost that one. Round 5. So let's see how well we do against Ethereals. Now, again, look at that power level. You see what I mean? It is what it is. So, I think we should be a little bit better off now because there's no reflect damage happening either. But we'll have to see. Do we get stunned? Yes, all 3 get stunned. Oof, what a pain. We're still building up though. We're still able to build up every time we every time we get hit, we are going to be building up. But the problem might just be the freeze rather than anything else, the control effects that we see. Yeah, both Janna and Narissa go straight down. Hindrance has been applied though, so it will stop enemies from leveling up too badly. But again, yeah, Wukong, just too much. Just too much. Dahlia still going though. Yeah, not a chance. 16,000 million. See, enemy team, very, very stacked. Let's try it against a more reasonable opponent. Okay, so we're up against a bit more of a reasonable opponent, as you can see, not 4,900 power level, but instead a reasonable 3,324 million. And then on the second team is Mr. Fires, so a very strong, powerful team build as well. So we can go ahead and skip this one and let's see just how well our team does against a Mistfires, being slowed down by enemy Gaia as well. So this is just almost pure Avengers with Dahlia added in. And we'll just have to see. So we do get stunned, but no stun on this on enemy relics either. But they do get a lot of Holy Shield, so we'll just have to power through that, I think. And hopefully some of this Karmic Fire can take down those Holy Shields. But it is 8 stacks of Holy Shield, so we'll have to see. So it's damage by any source, by the way, that procs Wing's power or procs his passive ability. Damage of any source that procs it. So how many? So that is 20 stacks of Holy Shield that we've got. Can Narissa fight through all of it? Probably not. But we do start to apply that Karmic Fire, and then, yeah, taken straight down. I told you, he's so squishy. He is so squishy. Like, I don't know, like... I mean, you see how much damage Gaia did on just one hit compared to the rest. Against Wing, it's just so strange. Like, I'm sure there's got to be something up with him. I don't know. He just seems super squishy. Like, we survived that one, only just though, and Yeah, yeah, what a pain. So now able to power through, and with thanks to Magatama as well. Every time one of our units does go down, we also apply that karmic fire. 23,000 million. Taken that, and I don't know. I don't know. Just something seems a bit off about him, to be honest. I mean, survived that only because of the sanctuary, to be honest. But 28,000 from enemy guys, just so strong. It's just so strong. Now, how much is Astrid going to do here? Probably not enough because of reflect. I think that's how it's done. Yeah, he must have reflect. Must have reflect on Gaia. Is it enough? No, we get 2 misses as well. Maybe reflect and dodge on both of these. Unlikely, but see how much Wing's doing here. Enough, it seems. And then we get the double as well. Not bad. Do we get the triple? No. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. So relatively impressive. How much? So we've been able to stack up to 13. 13 in a single fight. It's okay. I think they should have made the acquisition limit 2 million rather than stick it up to 50 or 50 stacks. I think he should have got up to 2 million attack and defense per hit rather than the 1 million that we see him with here. But that is my opinion. I think he is very worth summoning. I think he's going to be really good in early season. Specifically, as soon as you get the Grace of Hunters perk, if that is still around next season, Wing is going to work really, really well with that because you start to get 130% of the healing converted into attack and defense as well as his own stacking passive. And if you do get him up to 10 stars this season, oh well, if you get him up to 10 stars, that goes up to 160%. So you're going to be building up much faster with Wing on the team than if you weren't. And that's it. So yeah, thanks very much for watching. I do hope you have a fantastic day and good luck in whatever it is that you're doing.